Hi, it's Jonna, the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I'm here with a flip through of this journal in my Tim Holtz journal series. And I just want to show you the outside. I have 5 up in the shop. They're all different, so I'm going to do a flip through really quickly just so that you can see what I've been up to. So you're going to get a vintage earring, clip-on earrings, beautiful. This is that Aurora Borealis like style. And then this is some of the fabric from a chindi rug. I just loved these colors together. I thought it went perfectly. You can use it as your tie for your journal, or you don't have to. I'm just putting it on there for presentation and as a closure if you want. This is the spine. It's 2 signatures. It is a fabric spine. It's I kind of added different antique laces, linens, trims, and they all have a number on the back. And this is the original book, even though it is a soft spine. And then the book is in here in an unusual way, the book covers, but they are included. So this is what I call my flip-flop front. And so as you notice, you can open it this way, and then this gives you a page here, somewhere to art, and then there is a journaling spot, an envelope, and this has a flashcard, and then this is a pocket, a CD pocket. It comes out with Tim Holtz paper. So I used Tim Holtz paper in this journal in my series and his fabrics. And then I also use a lot of vintage and antique items. I took a lot of care in making these, and they're all unique and one of a kind. And just a lot of fun flips and tucks and pockets and envelopes and all kinds of fun things. So this right here has a fabric attachment here. It's there so that you can add more bulk and clip things in, and you have some room to work. And then I have this library pocket with a journaling spot that I collaged out of an old map and a stamp. And then there is a vintage book plate from an estate sale I went to. A lot of this stuff you're going to recognize from some of my hauls. This is the cover, and so this is lots of layers of die cuts, and this is actually an antique wallpaper that I have that I thought was just beautiful. Corals and sages, blue and yellow. It's just beautiful. And then I just collaged on here. This is a tuck spot made of some lace that I put on there, and then it has an altered playing card, and then there's just this little typewriter piece of paper right there. This is a vintage lace doily kind of a thing. And then I did a lot of texture paste in here through a stencil, and it has all kinds of layering and collaging and pockets and stamping and inking, and this is a layaway tag. This is the original book spine. So I made that into a bookmark for you, and then it has a little vintage button down here and some lace. And then there's this, I made these actually on a stream and showed you how I made these. And then I have just a belly band right there, and a lot of collaging and layering. A little French piece of book paper and all kinds of little things. Some little collage bit there. Okay, so that's that. And then you're going to open the book. This is the original book. Inside page, and this is the original book cover. Some Tim Holtz paper, pockets, a journaling spot, this collage by me, and a piece of field guide, a little ruffle, some tea-dyed paper, stamped paper. This is beautiful vintage stationery that I got in an estate sale. 1931 ledger, embossed tag, a stamped piece of paper that you can, you know, put somewhere in there or just leave it like that is. This is a 1869 Danish book that I have. Actually got that while I was in Denmark in my travels. So a lot of this is from my travels, from thrifting, and from estate sales. This is the photographer linen, not linen, but photographer stationery I got at an estate sale. Tags and die cuts and tuck spots. Lots of nice room to journal or do your own collaging in. Here's some dot matrix paper and a little dictionary. This is oxidized paper clip that I did. I oxidized them. And here's a little thing you can write on, and it has a little vintage button and some fabrics and a little stamped. I inserted in all these journals, there are some Dennison and Avery labels. They're old. You may have to glue them in. I'm not sure that the glue works anymore, but Airmail and Fragile. So super cute. That's from my stash, my personal. So this is some mixed media paper. And then these are the back sides. I did put some tabs in here. This is from a tourist picture from, I guess, when you would go to like a gift shop and you could buy like a stack of these. Die cut, another little tag. Oh, and this I embossed with an old embosser that I have. I think this one was the 1934 one. It was from a restaurant in New York. I'm not sure. I can't really see it. I actually forgot what I used, but I have several. So that's that photography stationery. And then this is a photo that my sister took, my sister Darcy, and I just thought it was so pretty. So I put it on an index tabbed card so that you could journal. And that's just a die cut stuck on there on an envelope. And then this is watercolor sample, a ruffle, a little tag I made, token of love it says, and then a photo spot or a journaling spot, a collaged journaling spot, and then a little die cut feather that I glittered, because you gotta have a little bit of sparkle. And then these are all the back sides. And then this is a tally sheet from a game. And then an altered coin envelope, which is a clip. And this is a vintage yearbook picture. I die cut this, collaged it, stamped on it. This is a vintage postcard. A sheet of labels for old file folder labels. And then this came out of some fabric samples. I got a bunch of those cards, so it's nice. It's on manila. A flap. I pieced this together as a label, and then I put in here some of really nice typing paper, vintage typing paper that I got in a estate sale. And then I had tied it off. You can untie it. And I did some wax seal. This is now the second. This is the front cover of the second signature. Here is a collaged journaling spot. This is a stock count record. And then some fabric. And I left strings. You can feel free to cut them off. I know some people like the threads. A flashcard from a Quizmo. A Rolodex, lined Rolodex card. And then this little tuck spot. This is some antique wallpaper I got. Oh, it's just beautiful. or vintage wallpaper. And I made this little tag from some Tim Holtz paper, and then one of his little cards. And I did some stamping, and this is just a little fabric dangle that you can take off the clip and you can always use it anywhere else. A little die cut from book paper. And this is an envelope from that blue stationery from an estate sale. Lots of antique and vintage book pages. This is the center signature that I embossed. And then here are some wax thread. It's all done with wax linen thread, and you can put a dangle on here if you want. A tab with a little fabric dangle and a button. Another little journaling spot. Just fun pages to work with as backgrounds. Some vintage wrapping paper, and I made this little altered paper clip, and that is a real little photo from a yearbook. Oops. A die cut, a little coin envelope from a book page, and then I put in here the Uncle Wiggily game card. This is a really cool book. And then the tea-stained paper. And then in the back, there's a pocket. And then I made a little notepad for you or a little pad of some vintage papers, scraps of paper that you can cut out, take out, and use. So those are tucked in there. And then this is the back of the book. So I want to thank you for your patience as I do this flip through of these journals, which are going to be in my shop. They're currently listed right now, and I will take down the video once they are done, or if you want me to leave them up for some inspiration for your own journal. But I appreciate each and every one of you, and I loved making this series. Like I said, it's based on one that I made myself. And yeah, so I will be back. See you soon. Thank you.